Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am very excited. I am filming with my Moonshroom collection today. This collection was $113.35. Extremely pricey, so I'm holding this to a high standard, but I usually do like Lunar Beauty stuff, so I know I'm gonna like this stuff. It's just there's a lot of money to spend. This does feature the Lunar Beauty Moonshroom palette, which does retail for $48, and you do get 18 shades in the palette. And we have a Moonshroom highlighter palette that retails for $36, and that includes 4 different shades of highlighter. And then we do have each of the lip glosses. We have Flora, Ella, and Soul, which each gloss retails for $17 each. I think there is a bundle with the lip glosses if you're just interested in that, but yeah, I did purchase this myself. So with that being said, let's get right on into this. Let's start by swatching these lip glosses. I love the Lunar Beauty lip gloss formula. Really pretty. I'm gonna start with the shade Soul. Very pretty. I really like this color. I love that. That is so pretty. This is the shade Soul. The next shade I'm going to try is called Flora. This is so pretty. I think this is my new go-to. I've been wanting the frosty look, and this is frosty. And it has sparkle. I love that. With a lip liner, like a cool tone light lip combo with this in the center, like, yes. I see it already. It's probably what I'm gonna wear with today's look, because this is so pretty. Again, this is the shade Flora, my new go-to. And the last shade is Ella. Ella is just a clear lip gloss with a bunch of sparkle. I love to wear these on their own. Something about putting clear lip gloss on top of like lipstick it does a thing to me. So if I do put this on top of something, I will use a separate brush because I don't want to ruin it. I wear this when I have nothing else on my lips just so I don't ruin anything, because I like to keep my clear glosses clear. How beautiful and sparkly. It just shiny. Yes. The most I will do is put like my lip stains on the bottom, peel them off, and then put this on top because it's just so pretty, but I feel like I need something kind of like underneath. Very pretty. I love this one. Let's get started on the palette. I want to start with this yellow called Honeysuckle because it's just a really pretty, beautiful looking yellow. And I'm going to take this yellow, and this is going to be like my crease color. It's very nice, and it's applying very well even though I'm applying it with like a blending brush. I'm going to take this shade in the palette called Lion's Mane. It's more of like a deeper yellow mustard. I'm going to add this to the outer portion here, mixing it into the crease. The next shade I want to take is called Chocolate Truffle. I'm going to take that on a Sigma E25 brush. I'm just gonna take this right on the end here, kind of going for like a goldeny sunflower look. Going back in with Honeysuckle, and I'm just gonna blend these edges of Chocolate Truffle out. I really am liking the tones of this look. I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer and I'm going to apply that all over my lid. For shimmer, I want to take this shade called Fairy Wings. And I'm just gonna add that all over my lid. Very pretty, golden, love it. This palette kind of reminds me of the Urban Decay palette, the Naked Honey. That's what this kind of look is giving right now. I'm going to take this e.l.f. Wing It liner brush. It's my first time trying this brush. It's actually a pretty strange shape, but I'm going to try this for like a little liner. I'm going to take this shade in the palette called Death Cap, and I'm gonna like create a little wing eyeliner moment with this. I think the brush actually does make it easier. It went over the shimmer as well. Really impressed. Also very impressed with this brush. I created that wing very easily. Had no issue. So I'm gonna pop on a lash and I will be right back. Here is look number 1 with lashes. I'm actually obsessed with it. I think it's very pretty. It's really reminiscent for me of like Urban Decay, Naked Honey. That's the vibe I'm getting. So So I'm going to get started on the next eye look now. So for the next eye look, I want to use the greens in this palette because they look so pretty. I'm going to start with a Sigma E25 and I'm going into this shade called Weeping Willow. I'm going to start packing this shade on my crease. Just packing it and then kind of blending. I'm going to dip into this darker green. It's called Dewdrop. It's like a hunter green. I'm excited. I'm going to take this on a Sigma E25 blending brush and I'm just going to add this to the end of the eye to like deepen up this green. And I'm just going to like pat this in first and I'll deepen it up after. Or it'll just like work by itself. Literally blend it on its own. I'm going back into the first shade called Weeping Willow and I'm just gonna like blend these edges out and like make sure I have a good blend going on. To further blend, I want to take this shade called Meadow. Like a pinky color. Just so I can like blend these edges out even more and add some more like dimension to this eye look. I've been using a Lunar Beauty LBE1 as my blending brush and I've just been cleaning it with Cinema Secrets because I love Cinema Secrets. It's like the best thing ever invented. Just for the sake of matching my eye, I think I'm going to do the wing eyeliner on the side too. I'm going to use my NYX glitter primer just so I can have these shimmers like stick down better. I'm just going to add this all over my lid. For shimmer, I want to start with this shade. It's called Fungi and it just looks so pretty, like a deep grungy green. And I kind of want to take this on the end here, kind of, oh yes, that looks so pretty. Kind of like on top of that dark green. I'm going to bring this to about like a little more than halfway. And I want to take this shade called Magic Mushroom and I want to take that into the inner portion of my eye. Just with my finger, just so we can add a little more dimension. It's so pretty. I really like this. A Magic Mushroom shade is so like unique. And on a pencil brush, I'm going to take Magic Mushroom again and just kind of make it better. Just add it and make this look better. Also throwing that in like the inner corner and like bringing it up into the Fungi shade. I feel like that looks so pretty. I want to take this shade Deep Cap and I want to kind of do a wing like I did on this eye but on this eye. But like we have to make it really long. I love how easy this e.l.f. brush makes it to like do like a wing with eyeshadow. Like literally so easy. It does it on its own. You just have to drag the brush across your eye and it works. I feel like the wing kind of ruined this look a little. But it's fine. I'm just gonna like move on. I'm not gonna dwell on it because it's 9 p.m. I'm not going anywhere. This was not a palette issue. This was like a skill issue. So we're just gonna move on. Call it a fucking day. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on my lash and I will be right back. Alrighty. I want to get into some lower lash line eyeshadow. On this eye, I am going to take the shade Wood from the Raw Beauty Christie collab. I want to kind of color things up a little, so I want to take the purple in this palette called Pixie Pop, and I'm going to add that on my lower lash line of the yellow eye, just because I feel like adding this pop of color would be very pretty to the yellow. That's really pretty, and it's blending out really nicely on the lower lash line. The pastels in this palette, kind of the purple is not patchy or dry, like they're very smooth and they go on very well. And I actually really like that pop of purple that I added. Very pretty. For a pop of shimmer, I'm going to take this shade called Magic Mushroom from the palette. And I kind of want to add that like right on the inner corner of my lower lash line, if that makes sense. Like right here. I want it more pronounced. Super simple, super pretty. I love this little eye look. For this eye, I think I'm just going to take the greens. For this eye, I'm just going to take the grungy greens that I took. I'm just going to start with Weeping Willow. And I'm going to start running this on my lower lash line. The next shade is going to be Dewdrop. And I'm just going to take this on like the outer edge. I'm just going to take the shade Dewdrop and add it to the outer edge of my lower lash line. Trying to deepen up the outer portion a little more. And again, I want to take the shade Magic Mushroom just so I can add a little more shimmer to the lower lash line, like right here. And then for eyeliner on this eye, I'm going to take my favorite Danessa Myricks Multi-Chrome Liner, and this one is in the shade Emerald. And I'm just going to apply that on my waterline. I think it really pulls everything together. I like that this one was left kind of light. I think I'm going to switch the eyeliner on this one to ColourPop's Crybaby. Just it will match better with that purple. Kind of made pink, but it's fine. It works. And these are the completed eye looks. I feel so ethereal. I really like both of these. I like how like one of them is definitely grungier than the other. One is definitely like a more darker vibe, but I love both of them. And I think that the palette performed wonderfully right so far, like beautiful. Next thing I'm trying is the Moonshroom highlighter palette. I am so excited to try this. I'm going to use this as a blush topper and a highlighter today. I love the packaging of everything. This is like 3D. The moon is 3D. Everything's 3D. Cute. And then this is the highlighter palette. I will have swatches. This we have Sugar, Tink, Blossom, and Sprinkle. So I'm gonna start with the shade Blossom right here in the bottom, and I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna do like a quick tap of my brush, and I'm just gonna add that on top of my blush, kind of blend those two together. I just want like the lightest bit of shimmer on my cheek, just like that. You can kind of see what I want, right? Because I want my highlighter to be visible on top. So cute. And it's very buildable. I can tell by how it's blending on my cheek. I love buildable products, and Manny also loves buildable products. So him and we kind of like, I don't like pigment. Full-blown pigment is intimidating. If you don't like that vibe, this is probably really good for you. So I'm going to take the shade Tink. It's a little darker than the shade Sugar, but I want to try Tink. Ooh. I haven't really been a highlighter person. I don't usually like wear highlighter all of the time, and if I do, it's more like because I want glitter on my face, not this kind of shimmery version. This is giving 2016. It's very pretty, and it's not like emphasizing my texture, which I love, and it looks very smooth. The shade Sugar, and I'm going to use that on my brow bone and on my nose to highlight. I haven't done this in a really long time. Okay, and on the brow bone, and a little bit like right in here. So we have like a little something catching the light like right in the inners. Love. Really fast, I'm just gonna take my blush brush and I'm just gonna blend that highlighter in, make it look good with the blush, everything look good. I freaking love this look. This looks so good. So for my lip combo, I'm going to start with the Rimmel Lasting Finish lip liner in the shade 705 Cappuccino. I am gonna overline my lips slightly. Nothing beats this lip liner right now for me. In the center, I just took some Essence Weta Tint, like just to have something there. And I think now I'm gonna pick a gloss. I think I'm gonna go in with Flora because she's the prettiest. I love the Lunar Beauty gloss packaging. I love it. So pretty. I'm so excited to throw this on. Look how frosty that is. That is so cute. Paired with this lip liner is beautiful. This is so pretty. I feel like a fairy. What more can I ask for? So what are my final thoughts on the Lunar Beauty Moonshroom collection? If you're interested, if you like these colors, if you like these looks, if you like these lip glosses, I will break it down, but everything is a hit. Starting with the palette, I decided to use more difficult shades that would be considered a little difficult to apply. Greens are hard to formulate, yellows are hard to formulate, pastels are hard to formulate. So I wanted to test this out and I wanted to see what I could create with the yellows, the greens, and this bright purple. And I am not disappointed. I actually really like both of my looks, and I love the different vibes that you can get with this palette. I like that you can keep it very very nice and light and like bright fairy, or you can do a whole grungy fairy moment. Like, I love that. I think it's so versatile. I didn't play with the neutrals, but the neutrals in this palette are like more of those like mustardy neutrals, and I love those neutrals. Raw Beauty Christie created her palette with Pure and ColourPop, and she included these kinds of neutrals in both of those palettes, and I almost hit pan on her original Pure palette, and I'm glad I didn't, because it's like a collector's item now. Now I have this. This is beautiful. I can't wait to do like Toad, Chocolate Truffle, and Deep Cap with like these beautiful shimmers. Magic Mushroom is probably my favorite shimmer out of this palette because it is just the most sparkliest and it has the most like dimension. It has so many different colored shimmers in there, and I just really like the way that looks swatched out. I am wearing it on my lower lash line, just in the inner portions, just so I can add a little more brightness there. I really like this. I can't wait to play with this palette again, maybe use some different shimmers. I'm excited. I love the yellows. It kind of reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, but you can no longer get that palette, so... Also, the packaging is like so cute. And then we have the Moonshroom Highlighting Quad. You guys, I feel this is probably one of the most versatile highlighting palettes I've had. Right? The only shade that I cannot use from this palette would be this one, but I can use it for other things. I can use it as like a bronzer topper to give like the same glow you see on my cheeks, but like kind of has like a baked glow kind of vibe, right? I like that. I like this look. I like this look. You know, you can do so much with this. I love that this can work as a blush topper. I remember having a highlighter palette when I started doing makeup, and it looked kind of like this, except this shade was like a cream. And I think it was from Alter Ego. I could be wrong. But this kind of reminds me of that in like the best way, but the formula is 10 times better. So the formula of these is like a buildable highlighter. You can sheer it out to be a topper, or you can build it up to be an actual highlight on the brow bone, in the inner corner, on the nose. This is very versatile, and I really enjoy that about, you know, Manny's products. I love that they're buildable. You can use them for multiple things. I wanted to mention that I did use the Lunar Beauty x Laura Lee Los Angeles Full Fantasy Cheek Palette. I did use the blush in here, and I did use this as my bronzer today. This palette is so good, and it's so versatile for me, and I just love Lunar Beauty's cheek products. I think they really do a good job. The last thing I want to talk about is the lip glosses. I feel like everyone has tried this formula by now. They know how good this is. If you have not tried it, I recommend trying one. If you can only get one, I really like the Flora shade if you're into like the frosty pink lip gloss from like the early 2000 vibes. I really like Flora. If you're into like cool tones, cool tone lip options, Flora will look really good with a lot of cool tone lips. But again, you do have two other options that are very beautiful. The bronzy is a good just everyday kind of color. It gives your lips just like a little wash of color, like the perfect amount. And then you have Ella, which is clear with a bunch of sparkle in it. I love lip glosses like that, especially when you wear them alone. It can add just the nicest touch to like any look. This one's described as like a bronzy gloss. I want to say it's like a nudie gloss, right? That's how it comes off on the lips, at least for me. It's more nudie. Out of the three of them, I'm gonna have to pick Flora as my favorite. I'm sorry. It's just a really nice pink frosty gloss, and I don't have anything like it really. Is this collection worth the money? This collection was very expensive. $113 for this collection. Pretty pricey. I did want it. Like, just totally being honest, I don't feel like I needed this. I feel like I have palettes with similar color stories and similar vibes. I do love Lunar Beauty though, and that's probably one of the reasons I bought it personally. I know Lunar Beauty is gonna kill it. They're gonna have a killer formula, and they're gonna do a good job every time, especially because Manny curates his collections so carefully, and like there aren't many of them, so if you're going to release something, he wants to make sure that it's 100%. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more reviews from me. Let me know what you would like to see next, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! A mess on my desk. So I'm stressed about putting this on my desk, but it's fine. So I did purchase the full collection. I don't remember how much it was. Hee hee. Because I have nothing else on my face right now. Absolutely nothing. Except my brows. I should have taken it off, honestly. Fucking airhead, because my lips are so dry that I should just leave them on. And now they hurt because I applied lip gloss and removed it 3 times, so stay hydrated, friends. This is how I stay hydrated. That is my emotional support bottle. And I don't understand, baby, why can't you? We need to switch. We need to switch. I'm going to take the shade Sugar. I just dunked my nail in there. Oh my god. No, it's ugly.